Hey friends, welcome back to my channel. I hope you're doing really well. As you can see from the title, today I'm doing my January wrap up and my February TBR. Wow, that sounds weird. This month has gone super duper fast. Yeah, it's felt like about 4 months in one. But hey ho. So as that probably indicates, January has been a really busy month for me. As you will have seen, my last video was my Berlin vlog. I was in Berlin for a week on a study trip with uni. And then the end of the month, the 29th, was my final deadline for all that I've been doing since October, since I've been back at uni. So it's been a pretty flipping crazy month. But I did manage to read 2 books and start another one. So that sort of works out as pretty much on average for my goal for the year, which is 24 books. So that definitely works out as about right for that. So I'll get straight into it with the first book that I read this month. And that book is Bridges Burned by Chris Cannon. I read this in like 4 days, blitzed through it, and absolutely loved this book. This is the second in the Going Down in Flames series by Chris Cannon, and it is about a girl called Bryn who is a shape-shifting dragon. In the first book she finds out about this, she never knew, and she gets plunged into this world of dragons. It's a very archaic class system, and she actually is a crossbreed. So she's part blue, part red, and this book is her finding out more about the world. It pretty much follows straight on from the events of the first book. Bridges Burned definitely shows you more of the world, but also just ramps the action up by about 10 times. I fell in love with new characters in this book. I got really peed off with some of the characters. They are established ones. But overall, I adore this book. I adore this series. Chris Cannon is just taking my breath away with this world. Bryn is such a cool character, and I just cannot wait to see what is going to happen next. So if you are looking for a new fantasy series with a kick-ass female lead, it's about dragons, but it's still kind of set in the modern world, the Going Down in Flames series is definitely something for you to check out. The second book that I read in January is actually a comic book, Sasha Furnival, and that is Ms. Marvel Volume 1 by Wilson and Alfona. I'd heard some incredible things about Ms. Marvel. I saw it all over BookTube last year and just knew I needed to check it out. And it was fantastic. I read this in 2 sittings just because I've been quite busy. So we read like parts 1 and issues 1 and 2, and then 3, 4 and 5, and this is fantastic. It centres around a girl called Kamala, who is a 16-year-old Muslim girl who ends up being a very unlikely Ms. Marvel. She kicks ass. In this volume 1 is pretty much just about her finding her feet, figuring out what she can do, what she wants to do, and it's really cool to see a superhero comic set in the real world. I know it sounds ridiculous, but it's a very modern world. It's our world. She's the 16-year-old Muslim girl who is dealing with the pressures of everyday life that 16-year-olds deal with. Yeah, it's trying to figure out how she became Ms. Marvel, why she's Ms. Marvel, how all of this works, and it's just fantastic. And the art's pretty cool too. It's not the best artwork that I've seen in a comic book, however, it is still pretty flipping good. And the third book that I started in January is You Are a Badass, How to Stop Doubting Your Greatness and Start Living an Awesome Life by Jen Sinclair. I haven't finished this. I'm 2 chapters in, I'm 28 pages into this. And so far it's been pretty good. As that indicates, I haven't really read that much, but what I've read has been really good. And this is the first thing that's on my TBR for February. Just finish this and see where it goes. I'm gonna not rush this because it's like a self-help, helping you figure your life out, helping you to develop yourself and stop doubting your greatness. And it's not going to rush this, but I hope to finish this in February. And the second book that's on my TBR February, and the second and last, is Eon by Alison Goodman. This is about dragons, and I think after Bridges Burned, I just really want another really kick-ass book it's a fantasy book that I'm just going to be able to dive into the world and fall in love with. And I know I think this is just a duology, and I definitely know the second book in this series is already out. So if I love it, then I can get the next one, and I just want another fantasy world I can dive into and fall in love with, because all the fantasy books that I'm currently series that I'm reading, the next one isn't out yet, and I'm up to date. So I want something new, I want something fresh, and this definitely I think is going to be up my street. So those are the books that I read in January and those that I plan to read in February. I hope you enjoyed this, guys. Remember to like and subscribe if you did. And if you've got any recommendations for me of books that you guys think I will like, put them in the comments. And as always, if you've got any video requests, again, stick them in the comments. My Disney videos are going to continue coming for a long while yet, and my Disney haul will also, I promise, be up very soon. I haven't yet filmed it as I've been really busy. However, it will be on this channel in the next couple of weeks, I promise you that. So I hope you enjoyed this. Remember to like and subscribe again if you did, and I shall see you soon, guys. Bye.